crazy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. We're set. Hit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Pollard going to try the right side. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it's something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Goodness, come on.
As he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be right down right at the 20-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by the outcome and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, that's good.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Oh, shit.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Prescott on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Everybody can do this. We got to find everybody to do.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Ready? Right there, hurt. Check, contact. Go, check.
Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Dax throw right into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Got it over, man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 49 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Passing the fans off, babe.
But that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he's got it. And he's brought down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's Pollard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
One got it down now. You can see.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down. Hurts toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, come on.
Sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Dang.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh my goodness. Are you freaking kidding me?
Cowboys. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
You ain't gonna win. I ain't even worried about that.
Half, 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half It didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he got me on that one. That was my fault.
And the Cowboys will
That was
take
my fault.
over here just shy of 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh my goodness.
And man, Lamb, it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown!
He still ain't going in. I ain't even worried about it. He still ain't going
61
in.
yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this.
Why the hell these motherfuckers coming down? I'm not understanding that.
That one off for running himself, but instead.
I'm not understanding. Something I'm doing wrong.
That's the way they made
Gotta
a
be something I'm
decisive
doing
decision
wrong.
and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and
Gotta be
good.
something I'm doing wrong. I don't know what it is.
Tied at 28.
He's going to be put towards him, but he's going to be tight end.
So all square here
Hey,
in
what's
this
that man?
third quarter as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. That hit, he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hurts. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. 3.
look to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go. Half the 50.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. This is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running right, here's Sanders. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this little drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 45 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So you ain't gonna win, son. You
Elliott on for the extra point.
Now I'm gonna do this turnover real
It's
quick.
up and good, and they jump back ahead.
Get this turnover. We'll get the ball
35-28.
last.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's see.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he gets this out to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And
Oh my! What am I doing?
Green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys.
What I'm doing? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention
I'm doing
air
something wrong.
because right
But I'm
now
still
we're seeing a
wrong.
big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit
What am I
that in the
doing?
broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what it is, but I'm still going wrong.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pick up there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. he's got it again. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 41 yards. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to
shit.
He's got
Damn it.
Come
on, me.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They know you're going to lose. I thought not even know. I know what I was thinking.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And partner, a tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.